exchange and the ETFs, they are not linked at all in our view, because ETF can also operate without an exchange, which is how it has been doing. Exchange is primarily for the traders, for the jewelers, and also for ensuring that recycled gold from GMS can be traded far more easily in the market. It is for price transparency and quality. So that is the purpose of the exchange. Will the ETF be able to buy gold off an exchange? Yes, they can, but that is not the only way to buy gold. ETFs are importing gold today, so I wouldn't link the two in that sense. But why hasn't ETFs really shown great inflows in India? I think there are reasons for that. One of them is, you see, in the last 4 or 5 years, we have seen quite a lot of headwinds for gold industry itself. Starting with 2013 increase in demand, 80-20, then increase in duty. I don't think we should forget that. Generally, the industry has faced these headwinds, and we have even barred coins to be invested, etc. So there was, and of course now we have all these, transparency measures coming in through. So there was a certain amount of a transitional effect that we saw, whereby investment gold per se was certainly not, there was not a conducive environment for it. That's why we have seen even bars and coins not doing well. Even Indian gold coin actually has not been marketed so well, distributed so well. Banks have not started selling gold coins, etc. So ETF is just one of those things. Second thing is, there has been no incentive. You see, in India, the financial products have to be sold. They are not bought. They are sold. So you have to really take a lot of steps. It grew very well to $2 billion. And now it has shrunk to $1 billion. Actually, if you really look at it, it's also the fact that the commissions and all are low, because they were lowered across the board, and that also did not help gold. Second thing is, the prices were not very attractive. You see, when it was launched, I think 2006 or something, it started growing because the price kept going up. So that was good for ETF investors because they were familiar with the way markets work. But since 2012, if you see, the prices have been very, very in a very low range. The prices have been coming down mostly. In fact, we have seen the peaks of 35,000, and now it is still 30,000. So that has not helped the ETF investors in a way. Third one is that, so one is the incentive. Second one is the fact that the price performance has not been for the ETF investors very attractive. And I would also say, in recent times, the launch of the sovereign gold bond has also, in a way, taken the sheen off ETFs, because in an ETF you have to pay certain charges every year. In a sovereign gold bond, you are actually given 2.5% interest. So if I were to look at it, it will cannibalize ETF demand in that sense. So these were the three reasons, I would say. I think demand will grow. There is all the factors that support demand, like monsoons, income growth, rural income growth in particular, number of auspicious occasions for buying gold. All of them seem to be weighed in favor of a positive growth in the next 3 quarters. So I am very, very confident that this is going to be 700 to 800 tons this year. India also, we must understand that it is structurally nothing has changed as far as gold demand is concerned. People still continue to buy gold. All the transition effects of GST, etc., put consumers a little wary of buying gold in a particular way that they were buying earlier, but they are now getting used to the new system of transparency. So we believe that this year you will see certainly people coming back, particularly the second half, coming back under the new GST regime with all this, particularly with the increase in income, to buy gold. See, 13% is the total tax on gold, slightly above 13%. 10% duty and 3% GST. That is enough attraction for the grey market to survive. There is no doubt about it. But GST has changed the dynamics, actually, in a sense, because people see that it is far easier to observe, to adhere to. The industry has moved very fast towards it. The adaptation to GST has been pretty positive. from all segments, sections of this industry. The government also has been very, has taken the appeal of the industry to exempt them from way bill and things like that. So both ways, there is a great acceptance of the fact that this should work, and so in our view, with GST settling down now, when you say okay, let me put it, with GST settling down now, I think we will see consumers coming back to normal buying behavior as the quarters develop. Okay. Particularly when monsoons are good, you've always seen that people have more money and they would like to park a little bit in gold. That's not going to change. And also wedding, as we said, the first quarter has seen very few wedding auspicious occasions. Next 3 quarters seem to be making up for it. So we are going to see those triggers play out in the demand scenario. And the illegal scenario, I would think that GST certainly has changed, as I said, the scenarios. But duty of 13% still is an attractive thing for that to continue. We have seen signs of grey market activity coming down. Okay. But what happens is when prices go up and demand also picks up, this puts a greater incentive. So we still think structurally it has probably not gone away, but there is every indication that with a couple of moves from the government, like duty reduction or whatever, I think the grey market can be obliterated. But at what point of time it happens has to be seen. If the situation continues as is and there are no big price changes and people come back, I still think that the grey market will be very muted because of the GST compliance having increased substantially.